Hey, last video I organized Mario stuff for so long that I had an emotional breakthrough.
Uh-oh.
And this time, unfortunately, we're doing it again. I don't expect any emotional breakthroughs with this shelf because I've had most of the stuff on here for less time. So the main thing I am worried about is just making it work. No emotion, cold, feeling nothing. I just need to put it into 4 shelves. I'm not gonna look in depth at every item on here. I just need to make this work. So as it stands right now, we have the classic shelf, the modern shelf, and then the movie shelf, which is also the classic shelf. We also have prime stuff here, here, there, and back here, which is not good. I want that separate because it's fine for Sonic to be with the Sonics. He looks mostly the same, but when Rusty is with the Amy's, it's really weird. One second.
Do you mind, Teddy?
This is not going to be a big shelf reorganization like the Mario shelf was, really. This shelf, the classic shelf, will probably be shifted around a bit, but should remain the same and in the same place. So hopefully that works. Of course, Shadow will be moved somewhere else. Shadow, Infinite, Eggman, Rusty back there, they're all kind of overflow right now. Those just needed to stand on the shelf anywhere, and I will put them in a place that makes sense. We're gonna have 2 shelves for Modern Sonic, mostly like the main 4 up top, and then random guys on the bottom with an Eggman area, lots of enemies and stuff, and I'm gonna make new bases for these, I guess. I have these, it's like Green Hill Zone base down here, and I used this one for these modern figures. So I'm gonna put Green Hill with some new Green Hill bases on the top, and then maybe Emerald Coast, something a little more modern, on the second shelf. And Classic Sonic, Sonic Movie, and then Sonic Prime. That's gonna be the real name of the game here, is thinking about what figures are coming up and trying to plan for them. That's difficult because we get random characters at random points. Like they're coming out with a classic Super Sonic in the 4-inch scale, and then they're coming out with goddamn Methalus. Okay, I don't have Blaze yet. I need to make room for Blaze. And yikes, that's kind of stressful. So I might have to go through every possible Sonic character and make sure that this shelf can contain them for at least a year, an extra year. Luckily, it takes me like a year to get each figure, so nice. Forgot to mention this, but these, I want to see if I can get all that on the shelf somehow. At least these, and maybe him, and the Wisp. I'd like for that to be there. Also, I flipped these shelves. I didn't like how Bowser was on the top because of the space that he's bigger. I thought if he was on the bottom it would make more sense. And the amiibo are like a grab. It's good. I have the Prime stuff down here. I'm probably gonna want to have this as a layered thing too. I could have like Sonic and Shadow battling at the top, and then more of the Prime figures, like the Prime specific characters at the bottom, and then all the way up here. This is probably not where they're going to end up being. I want Tails and Knuckles up here, but the Chaotix are probably going to go on this shelf. But I think this is just a good place to leave them right now. Tails always takes up the most room because of his tails. It's really difficult to have a lot of them together. But yeah. Oh, I forgot about this Tails. That's not gonna hold for very long, and he will probably fall also. But yeah, so this is making me think I might just need a new base. This is, well, I like that it gives me space in front. They're probably not gonna be here on this shelf, and they're too wide. This is a new plan for the shelves currently. The classic shelf and the movie shelf, basically the same, although for the classic shelf, I need to make room for the other characters like Amy, Tails, Knuckles, and the Super Sonic, Metal Sonic. There are more to come later. Just like all the classic stuff, basically. Try and make this
kind of more concise. And then this shelf, I was trying to make a plan for Prime, because if I need to build like a set for this, I need to know that ahead of time. These are my approximations of Sonic, Shadow, Rusty, Chaos Sonic, Black Rose, and 9. And there's the I forget what the Rouge is called, but it's pretty much like all the characters I want from Prime. So that's that. The modern shelf I'm a bit unsure about. I have some boxes over there that I'm going to hopefully put used to, but I don't really. I have like Cream with Chao, Blaze, and Big up here. I think that's a fitting pairing, especially under Amy. But then this shelf is like, well, I'm left with Team Dark, Chaotix, and Silver, and I like this, that I am leaving room for villains to come. I don't know what's coming up for Jax, but I'm trying to leave room for it while still making this look complete. And I guess I'll just have to see how it shakes out here, if this is going to be too much, but I don't know. This seems like it's not going to be a lot. Okay, let me just deal with all that. Yuck. I got the modern stuff down. I'm going to work on some of this right now and see how I feel. I got Bob's Burgers on. It's Christmas time. I really gotta go to bed, but this is the doodle. And this is how it's looking right now. We have mostly Sonics, with this Sonic being able to be taken out easily for going to school. Same with Tails, although he is the Amy's in front of him. I do need to leave room for some Amy's that I know are coming out that I want to get. So maybe I need to rethink that a little. But I have Cream with Chao, I have Big and Silver. And he's just, I guess, a placeholder. I'm gonna like put something. There's nothing behind here, and you put someone to push Knuckles up. They got the Master Emerald and Tails is here in front with the guy. And I like that right now. I think this is looking all right. I should cover up that thing. I have a little Sonic Forces thing I could put there. But yeah, I am struggling with these. The car, I have no idea where to put them, and they take up a lot of room. But on the bottom shelf, we're gonna have Team Dark and the Chaotix. I was gonna put Silver there originally, but I wasn't sure about that. But now that he is on here, he does seem a little out of place, so I might move him. I'm probably gonna wrap up for the night, but that's good. Nice. Got this empty wedge, so I made a thing. Let's see if this works. Kinda. Needs to be a little higher. There we go. Yeah, I got the Shadow Lego set, which means that's another box I can use here. I also got these mini little emeralds. Here's images of, I took images with them. I'm gonna figure out what to do with those. Enough time has passed for working on this video that I keep winning and getting more stuff, so that's cool. Okay, it is a completely different day, and time is running out before I gotta go back to school, so I gotta finish this now. So this is how the Sonic Prime stuff is coming along. It's gonna be a little dark because of the lighting, but we have 9 in front with the pieces of the Paradox Prism here. I'm gonna get Black Rose soon. Whenever I find her, she's gonna go there. And this blank spot is for Chaos Sonic. We have Rusty Roses here. The New York City Sonics. Pirate Sonic, Shadow, and then a Prism. This base I actually made out of Lego, which took too long, but I think it looks pretty nice as just like I needed another platform, and the show kind of centers around Green Hill, so I figured that would work out. This shelf is just in general like the multimedia shelf, movies, shows, etc. I moved Boom Sonic down here with Boom Eggman, and I need to put them kind of together, standing on a thing. I don't know if I want to build another platform for that, but I just need to make them a little more obviously there instead of kind of tucked away. I might have some, like, in these, I might have some weird little box or something I can put them on, but I need to see. Yeah, I'm sorry, Teddy. Sorry I am keeping you up with this accursed thing. I don't super love this little, like, base pencil holder thing they're on, but they have a place and they're standing a bit higher, more noticeable.
All right, day, I don't know, 4 to 7 of me working on this. This is the one where I finish it because I'm running out of time. So last night I got the bottom shelf done. Last night I got the bottom shelf done to the best of my ability, and that's good. It's a lot of blank spots that will be filled in later, but that's fine. Now I just have the 2 middle ones, which is classic, which is mostly there, but I just need to put like another box in to give it another layer and then rearrange some things. And then the modern shelf, which is gonna take a lot more work, but you know, we'll make it work. I think we're gonna try and start on the classic shelf because there's less to be done. But it's very crowded right now. It was kind of crowded before, and now I need to fit these guys, which should be very difficult. So we're gonna see how that goes, and it's gonna be great. Yeah! So I need to figure out how much room I even need for this, so let's find a box. I have a feeling I'm just gonna have to make a box, like cut one up. Hi, Teddy. But you know, I don't want to do that. So I've got 2 boxes here. One is a shoe box and one is a box that probably held that shoe box. And I think, you know, cutting it up, I can make use of this. So the original plan needs to contain Tails, Amy, Knuckles, and Supersonics. These are really the only, there's 3 Amy's, but really only have, I do have 3 Tails. Well, there's a possibility for them making a 4-inch classic Tails, Knuckles, Amy, etc. later. There's a 4-inch Supersonic that's coming out right now. I don't know when I'll get them, but I need to leave room for them. So yeah, how much space is that going to take up? In the plans I have it set that it's supposed to go to the robot. So like this area. In that case, the shoebox might be the perfect size for this. Although I might want to cut it at the end so it's not, well, that's enough room. I think I just need to like have it. If I can do that, then it's perfect. All right, nice. I need to, I'm probably just gonna build like a little Lego pillar to keep it up in the back, because for that one, I have a thing for it, but it ended up like leaning backwards a bit because there's nothing on the back to support it on this side. So I need to do that, and then I'm probably gonna cover it in the same Green Hill thing like I have there, because they're gonna be next to each other. So let's go do that. I printed these out. I made these a while ago and I used them for that, and I still have the file. So I need to cut them out and try and put them on here. I don't know where all the green paper went, so I might have to get more. Yeah, nice. It's coming along. I didn't end up using that one, but now I gotta find green paper to do that. All right, there we go. I didn't think I would have to make another one of these, but it works. Hopefully it actually works on the shelf and fits the space. I could glue those down, but it's fine as is. This side has nothing on it because it's going to be pressed up against that, and hopefully that's going to work out. Okay. I'm going to have to take everything off the shelf to figure that out. Yuck! Ew! Gross! Okay. Okay, so this is how the shelf is looking right now, and I like how it's coming along. I like how the 2 bases work together, and I like that this is very easy to pull in and out if I need to, but also it looks great with the other Green Hill bases, and it's just a nice kind of almost a centerpiece. In general, I think that's good. We have the Sonics up here. I decided to put this little present with Sonic. I think, you know, he's Christmas, it works. We have this Sonic that's kind of looking in shock at Knuckles, because he's the only one. This is a Christmas Knuckles, and he's got a little sleepy hat. So that's cool. And then we have, I moved Mighty and Ray up here because they're bigger figures, so I figure it worked.
and then Tails, and then a little spot where the big Supersonic's gonna go when I get him. And then over here we have Amy's with room for growth if they put out more Amy's. And then Metal Sonics. And then there's a red spring up here to the Sonics with red shoes, and then yellow up here to the more yellow characters. There's this little kind of cool pose area with, I just dumped all the rings near the ring box because I hate them. And then we have some Robotniks here. The Santa one's kind of in the back, and then this big guy in front. And the issue with this is them. I feel like I'm having flashbacks. I don't know what I need to do with them. I need to put them just like in this little corner so they're not interfering with the kind of separation of this. There is room up here on the robot for me to do something, but I'll have to see. The cans ended up getting left out. I just don't need them to fill space for decoration, but with those out of the way, the shelf is done. This one specifically, that one still needs to be finished. I ended up just wrapping the enemies around the Robotniks and kind of fitting them in this space here. These egg robos are kind of perched on top because they also look like the Death Egg robot with the way they're constructed, so that works out. I put the Sonic Mania thing here as just like a thing to kind of cover it doesn't just feel like an empty wall, but also when Supersonic is there, that'll look nice. And a lot of this shelf is Sonic Mania-esque with Ray and Mighty. But yeah, I left the area for them. I might push them a little more forward actually. But yeah, I like that. I like this shelf. It did a good job. It changed a lot more than I thought it would, but yeah, nice. In terms of the Metal Sonics and Amy's, I think I should still have room to shift stuff around here when more of them come. I don't expect to get more like classic merch in general, especially now I'm Classic Sonic. This Classic Sonic's good. That's kind of all I need, but yeah. All right, so I was just sitting here on my 3DS, taking a quick break, and then oh, he fell. It's always Robotnik. It is always Robotnik. Why is it always Robotnik? This one especially, he is so heavy with these thin little legs. He doesn't function as a guy. All right, he's back on the shelf. I tilted his legs back a little more. I'm just gonna hope he doesn't fall over again. This is an old figure. His hand broke right out of the package. That's why he looks like that. All right, we got everything down here. We have these boxes, which I think I'm gonna have to cut up to have a little more room in front. But yeah, we got Orbot and Cupot. I'm glad that I was able to get these. They're great. Perfect scale. We have this little stupid shadow drink thingy, which I guess I will make room for. I have these Supersonic and Super Silver posed because I'm going to hopefully use these stands I got and leave room for Super Shadow whenever they choose to re-release them. Chaos is here. We have an truly insane amount of emeralds with only like one completed set, which are these little ones. Hopefully I'll get the rest of the Jax ones when the rest of the blue ones are presented to me, but yeah, I'll figure it out. Eggman, etc, etc. This should not be that hard. This should go quick. Okay, I'm working and honestly kind of failing to cut this box up into shape. I'm gonna need to cut it more for the bottom box, but I have all these things here and I've accidentally created a barrier between me and Teddy. I'm so sorry, my boy. So the plan for this is I have the Eggman and then some robots and then like villains or whatever in front. Mephiles is out in select stores, gonna come to Target soon, etc. In terms of villains, I mean, I have Metal Sonic, Jet, Infinite, Mephiles, hopefully in the next couple months. I'll bring him back from college. There's Chaos, and then like these three robots, Orbot and Cubot. And I'm wondering, now that the shadow box is cut down, do I need to make room in the front, really? I could just put robots in the front. I don't need that much room for... This is fine. I do need to make a little bit of a backing base for the shadow box, because now that it's cut like this, I need to make sure it doesn't, that's not gonna like hold weight very well. So I need to put something like a pillar here, hold that up. It should be pretty easy, but instead of running to do that, I'm gonna put some stuff on the shelf to see if I need to build anything else here. This is a bit too crowded for my liking. I really don't want to build another base, especially considering what time it is, but I just think that the layers of this are not tall enough. And so every person is getting blocked in some way. And it's not that wide. I liked the Team Dark shelf, but this is just not working. So I need to think about what I want to do. If you're wondering why I'm holding him, I hate him. He's so big, he doesn't belong anywhere, and I'm not sure what to do with him. Maybe I will take the Eggman base down, just so I got a big chunk of this done. Okay, cool. So, the shelf is finally done. It took me a long time to kind of figure out how I feel about the second of 4 shelves, but I was talking with Dan from Stuff from Dan, and I was able to figure out a solution. So let's go look at it. Here it is. So we have these boxes here. I ended up using them for these characters because the other Green Hill base was not tall enough, and it made it so that they were blocking each other. So I used it for them instead. We have some space for the 2.5 inch vector that's supposed to be coming up soon. Team Dark is here. I ended up putting the Cyan Wisp, Laser Wisp away and using this instead because there's nowhere for that Wisp to go and it's too big. We have Chaotix, we have Silvers here, some other Supers here, as well as a bunch of Emeralds lining this area where the Supers are, facing off against the villains. We have Jet and Chaos here. Metal kind of looking back ominously, and Infinite floating on his own with all the Eggmen. We have Orbot and Cubot kind of sitting together in front with older enemies in the back. We have these mini Emeralds kind of resting around the blank space. And then Silver's here with the little skateboards in this can. They're doing the same pose. And yeah, that's that shelf. I have space for Super Shadow whenever they choose to re-release him. And yeah, that's the Sonic shelves. That took way longer than I wanted it to, but I like the way it looks. I love this classic shelf. I'm so proud of that. And I like this one. If I were to rank them, probably 1, 2, 3, 4, but that's fine. That's at the bottom, it's okay. And this one's just, there's not like a ton of, they are glowing like very, they stand out so much. I'm proud of that. This looks great. I did it. Thank you for watching. I'm sorry this video took so long to come out. Hopefully by the time I edit this, it's not like late February to early March. It's gotta get out soon. I had other videos I was working on, stuff that I had to do before I got back to college. Very important. And also I was delaying working on this. I was kind of stuck on it for a while, but I'm proud of it. So thanks for watching. I'm sure videos will slow with college work, but I'll try and get stuff out when I can. Thank you. Like, comment, subscribe, bye.